Yep, it stopped on me. This is way later. This is like 12 hours later. It's almost 2 in the morning right now. That first part took about over 9 hours for it to upload. Yeah, so that's what my phone was doing for a big majority of Christmas. At least it got onto YouTube and then one go and one little go at the upload. Anyway, as that time has went on, some things have obviously happened. So I suppose I can go over that real quick, but this still isn't going to be long. First off, all these are still here, but 3 pillows here now. What? Yeah, and look, all those guys are gone. Where'd they go? Oh, they're all over here. Yep. Oh, and there's this too. As you can see. Yeah. Yep, I have definitely done a lot there. Yeah, it's a lot in there. Q-tips and batteries and cardboard and plastic and well, I guess that's about it. And corrosion. You know. You probably see some corrosion in there somewhere. If you look close enough. You can see the 2 little square thingies that the frogs boxes have in there. So there's that. And also, oh boy, does the camera look a lot better now. So there's that. But, this is like 12 hours later from that video, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Oh yeah, I put him up here. And that. And then there's those. Those I got from my brother. So I don't think we need to get into it. But and if you just wanted to see, you got yourself Cloud Guy there. Nimona plush, which ended up being fake. Don't ask why the hair's up like that. It ended up being fake. I couldn't. It was like a gamble. The only place to get it was Amazon, and it looks weird. It's like all like wrinkled up and like okay. And there's the whale thing for it too. For Nimona. And it looks a lot better than that, but this still must be fake because it's like a bundle with the plush, so this has to be fake. This one doesn't give off the vibe though, but it's gotta be. Yeah, I mean, it must be. Jaws reference. Ooh. Oh, yeah, so that's that. Then there's Tom Nook. You could say he's a boss. Third Animal Crossing plush in this house now. Okay. Then you got Rocky. He's got a lot of beads in him. He would hurt if he hit me. He already has. Let's not get into that. Yeah, my brother likes to cut tags off of everything like that. Like, why do you do that? I don't know. Wait, actually, that may have been cut off already. I don't know, but I do not like the way that he's looking at me. And you do not want to know the thing that my brother does with him to me. It's not good. Uh-oh, is it a scratch? Might be a scratch. It is a scratch. Oh no. He has a scratch on his eye. Can you see? He has a scratch. No, Rocky. Then there's this guy. This is Valentino. He does things. Company that made this is the same company that made the Sisu that I have. And you know what else that company made? The Mickey that I have. You know what Mickey I'm talking about. Yeah, this Valentino guy here, he's from Wish, that movie I haven't seen yet. It's probably not good because I'm just waiting for it to go on Disney Plus. You know, he does like that movement that some of those Gemini items do, like the dogs where like they pounce. He literally does that. So that's something. Wow. And he's a just play thing. So of course, after leaving it alone for about 30 seconds, it does something on its own, just like, or it says something on its own, just like Sisu. And with the Mickey, it's like that too, but you gotta wait like 3 minutes. Yeah, anyway, let's bring BJ, that is the name, BJ, and Fizz down. Fizzarolli. So, as all that time went by, nothing has really changed over there. Everything is still in their spots. Although I should probably put that over here. So I don't really need that big third pillow though, because I don't know. I guess maybe it can stay there, but like I want that there though. Look at that pillow. It's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable Frog's pillow. You know? That pillow guy might become a character in that Plushyverse thing. You never know. And then there's the blanket. Small though. But I mean, it could be useful. Oh, wait a minute. I just thought of the best idea. Yeah. That blanket can be for Fizzarolli. That's a good idea. That could be Fizzarolli's blanket, because, Fizzarolli likes me a lot. Not as much as he likes Funky, but Fizzarolli does like, he does like me a lot, so he likes frogs a lot, so he would like that Frog's blanket. Isn't that right, Fizz? Yeah, I thought so. You love me, Fizz? Yeah, I thought so. Anyway, yeah, so before I get to the last thing, I have not played Wonder yet, obviously, it's still there, but I've gotten to all these other things, so, do I show them in this video or no? That is the real question. Well, I suppose so. Well, I'm not going to show Mickey again. I did put new batteries in him. He's literally just a tiny bit faster, and like, that's it. He may not, actually, I don't even think he got any faster. I think, I don't know. I really can't. I really can't tell. It's really not any different. I mean, it's the same kind of speed, so I don't know. You know what? Why don't I just get him out of the way and I show you that it's like the same speed? Put it on this.
Hiya, pal. It's time to do the hot dog dance. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Now we got tears, it's time for tears. Hot dog, we beg and holy cow. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Come on, pal. Wiggle and wiggle. Aw, thank you. Great dancing, pal. You're a hot diggity dancer.
Turned him off right before he was gonna say, "Oh, push my hand again" or whatever. Yeah, just a little bit ago, me and my brother looked at everything this guy had in store, and oh boy, he's got like that thing, and he's got that freeze thing that you saw in part one of this, and he's got the whole guess the sound thing, and I showed 4 of them in part one, but he has 4 others. He does 8 different sounds. He does a dog, a cat, a goat, a chicken, a pirate, an owl, and a monkey, and dinosaur. Yeah, so he is actually faster. Now that I don't know, paid attention from the part one anyway, I think, and he is supposed to spin. Obviously, he only does that on hard surfaces. It's not like a moving monkey situation. He needs to be on hard surface. We were testing him on a hard surface, so he works perfect. But that's to be expected because it's a 2021 just play thing, so it makes sense. Obviously, Fizzaroli's all good. The little tag was cut off because you don't need that, but I've got the other one still there, so it's good. It's all good. I didn't even look at that yet. Robo Fizz plush. How nice. And then there's this on the back. What does this say? What does it say? I can't see. 2021 Vivzy Pop, Shark Robot, and all these other things. Okay. Actually, focus. We'll just show this now. So I gave this new batteries. It's the same exact thing as the Barney. It's in there, and so yeah, here's this now, where you can hear it all clear and good.
Oh, we are flying in an airplane, looking out the window, watching the clouds go by. Flying in an airplane, looking out the window, up so very high.
Yep. So there you go. Like when you if they're lower batteries like it had, or new ones, if you push down on those batteries, because it's just in that little voice box thing, it'll make the pitch go higher. But that's because the circuit board's literally right next to those batteries. So yeah, it's interesting. But oh boy, what happened with Barney? Because I decided to give him new batteries just because I gave this new batteries. That's a thing with Barney. So you know what? That could be a video for tomorrow maybe. But anyway, let's show these frogs. So, wait, I showed Pear. Yeah, I had to have shown Pear. Right? Yeah, I must have. When I'm 64 here, so I didn't notice this until tonight. He's got a hole there, which he probably always had because he was zip tied in the box with the original batteries. So the batteries were not corroded, surprisingly, not at all. But I think this has always been here, I feel like. Also, well, guess you can't really tell now, but the mouth did split just a little while ago, which I expected once giving it those new batteries, because he had low batteries in him before. But as you can see, when I get older, losing my head, many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine? Birthday greetings, bottle of wine. If I've been out till 2:45, would you lock the door? Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Yep, so there's the mouth thing and the whole thing. So that's a whole thing. But hey, that button looks really good, so. Then there's this. This did have a little bit of, it had some corrosion. It had some minor corrosion on the other contacts, which came off easy. But one of the contacts did have blue corrosion, but after spinning the batteries around just a little bit, it did start working. Because, at first it was doing that little pop sounds where it's trying to work and it doesn't. Then you spin the batteries and it does. That's a very normal thing, I think. I'm sure a lot of collectors know those experiences. Yeah. I was just thinking, like, when Joe Bean Videos did it in some of his unboxings, like with the Rock and Randall or whatever. Joe Bean Videos. Anyway. Graduation, get the party started. Old version. Uh-oh, the tags under there. Skin cover. And oh boy, the pitch, let me tell you. That When I'm 64's pitch sounds exactly like my other one. Like, almost positive. It's, like, exactly the same. Now this, so I think I said it already, but this arm was snapped. Unfortunately. But oh boy, if this arm was not snapped, well, just take a look for yourself. Look, I can just use his... I just use his gown to push the button. So good. Anyway, if that arm wasn't snapped, just take a look. Yeah, really good. If only that arm was not snapped. Very low pitch. That's like as low as they get, I think. A lot of them do sound like this, though. Like my other one that I used to have, that's now my brother's, that's actually like a bit of a, like, that's still a low pitch compared to like Get the Party Started, but for graduation ones, that was like a more of a higher pitch, a more unlikely occurrence, I feel like these older versions, though, with the skin covers, they all have these low pitches like this. I don't know for sure. It's crazy how, like, all the graduation ones really have a much lower, slower pitch than all the party ones, which are, like, usually always higher. Then there's my shiny pink one, which sounds exactly like the one that I used to have of that. So, that was a rare occurrence, but whatever. Anyway, moving on to, well, you see, I still haven't gotten to this last one yet. But, we'll do Homer here. Now, I'm not going to do everything here, because I don't want this video to get too long. Otherwise, it's going to take 9 hours again for the thing to upload. Which I guess I would be okay with doing, but, I don't know. I don't want this to be that long. Even though it's already going to be kind of long now. Because right as I was filming this, I decided I would show how some of these things are now anyway and just talk about it. So I already went over how, like, this box has the Kmart thing on it and all that. Look at this, though. Tier 2. So that's pretty cool. It really is, because, like, Kmart is a store they're almost all gone, so that's nice. But, I'm gonna just show, like, 3 phrases and then 1 song, and then that's gonna be it for him. The rest you'll have to wait on. That's how it works.
Hey, Bud, who's broke this Santa suit? Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the day. Oh, what fun it is to ride singing Polly Wolly Doodle all day. Jingle bells, jingle all the day. Oh, what fun it is to ride to Santa Claus today. Hey!
And oh yeah, wait, one more phrase.
Christmas cookie.
So, I'm pretty surprised. Like I said, when M64, no corrosion at all, even though those were the store batteries and they were low, and they weren't dead, so I don't know, maybe that makes sense. That obviously wouldn't have had any corrosion, it's too new, and the batteries that were in it were still kind of good, pretty good, but I still changed them anyway, just because. I already talked about that one, some corrosion, blew on a contact. Look at how many batteries I'm down to. Remember how it was in part 1? Yeah, there's only 3 of these left. Those little 2 that are still wrapped up, and then the one that's loose. Literally only enough for one more Jemmy thing. That takes 3 batteries. My Macarena that I got a little while ago. Still can't do that because, again, that's only 3 batteries here. And the Macarena turtles take 4 batteries. Yeah, I keep forgetting that, but that's how it is. Anyway, back to corrosion. He did not have any corrosion, but he did have like white flakes in his compartment for whatever reason. All the contacts are completely good, but those white flakes were there. I don't know. I mean, the only thing I could think is like corrosion, but those contacts were so good. I mean, it was like it was corroded. They didn't wipe off the flakes, and then they replaced the contacts. I mean, that's what it makes it seem like. But I don't know what else that could have been. It wasn't dust. I mean, it really looked like... Trust me, I know what corrosion looks like in these things. That's what it looked like. But I don't know 100% for sure, but... Anyway, this box is kind of... it's not the best shape. But then again, a lot of these boxes, I guess, aren't usually, compared to like Frog's boxes or smaller boxes like that, these are going to be more weared out and stuff. Now this was kind of like, just where like it would like go up at the top. That's kind of why I have Homer sitting on it, so that it can be flattened more. I don't know how I'm gonna go about like trying to keep these boxes though. I don't even know if I can, because it was like I wasn't collecting the boxes, then I wasn't, now I am again, and like it's kind of there's a couple boxes that have been thrown out, although none of those were Jemmy related. Those were just the goofy item things. So a couple of which aren't even related to within this channel, but anyway. There was like a piece of the box that was ripped off that was in there for some reason. I don't really know where on the box that came from, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe from the inside or something. I'm not really sure. It's crazy that like how even this is still on here. Like, I think these things usually always come off. That's usually probably always taken off too, because the seller wouldn't want that on there. And off of the bottom of the Homer, and isn't it on, like, I think underneath the box there was another thing that said that? On the back, I know there was somewhere else where it said that. You see, I'm yawning. That's because, I only got, like, 3 hours, 2 hours, 45 minutes sleep last night, old Christmas Eve, and then, I'm still up right now, and it's like 2-something in the morning, so that's what the awning's coming from. Anyway, Homer here, I was very surprised with, actually, because you know how these Homers are. The everyday ones already have their good amount of problems, but these Christmas ones, I mean, I'm only really getting this off of, I have to bring it up again, Joe Bean videos, but, I used to always look at a bunch of his unboxing videos, and he had, I think everyone knows about that big unboxing compilation video. You know which one I'm talking about, that video. I think all of us have seen it at some point. Many of us have watched the whole thing, I'm sure, multiple times. it's a pretty entertaining video. It definitely is. It's very long, many things there. I mean, it's all like stuff in the vein of kind of like this, but still really, really cool. Well, that's how I kind of learned about this whole Homer thing with their conditions. So, like, the everyday ones, they already got their fair amount of problems. But these Christmas ones, though, from that video, from old Joe Bean videos, man, old Jordan was saying how these are even worse. And from, like, the ones he unboxed, it was definitely looking that way. And I think he unboxed, like, 2 or 3 of these in that one video, I think. Or maybe it was, like, I think it was, like, 2 or 3 of them he unboxed. And they were, like, all having problems. But this is pretty good. I mean, I got lucky with my everyday one that I got, 10 years ago now. 10 years ago today. Now, I guess it's like 10 years in a day. But, I mean, not quite yet, but you know what I mean. Like that stayed working perfect for a very long time. With it getting new batteries each time, moving really fast and everything. But it was still holding up. And then finally, I don't even remember what year it was anymore, but the mouth finally, I don't think it was starting to split. Yeah, still, yeah, not a splitting thing with the gear or anything or whatever it is, the string. Because I think it is a string. It's not a gear. Or is it? Because, like, there's buzzing on this. Well, you already know how it works. I wouldn't be spoiling anything you saw. Yeah, but my everyday Homer, it's like the wire, I feel like, is loose on the mouth. Because it's like I almost feel like it's a wire. It's not the string. Because, like, if the head is in a very specific spot on that, like, as of now, back then it still would open and whatever and work a lot more, and it would just stop when the head would move like crazy, but which made me think it's a wire thing. But like now on that everyday Homer, the head needs to be in an extremely specific spot and then the mouth will open. But the second you turn that head or the head turns, mouth is not going to be moving anymore. So, but still, actually, no, his hips are actually pretty dang close to splitting, actually. Although they kind of always sounded like they were. His head is pretty good, though, I think. Although it sometimes gets locked up. I bet it is right now. I have not used him in a while. But this guy, I am very surprised. I was expecting a lot of problems. Because, again, I've known how these are. And this one that I was asking, that I put on that little list for my brother to look at, this wasn't the most expensive one I chose. I chose one that was more on the cheaper side and was just hoping. And I'd say it all turned out pretty good because he's all good besides his mouth, as you saw. When I did first test him, this arm was here, and, like, it did slide down, I think, but it hasn't done that now. And it's staying how it is now. Arms are in a very nice spot, and they're both moving good. The head is moving a lot, although you can hear the splitting noises, but it's moving a lot. And the mouth, you hear that buzzing, and yeah, either the string's off or gear split. I don't remember exactly how that works. I thought it was a string, but it's buzzing. Like, when the string comes off, wouldn't there not be buzzing? Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know if there's a yawn again. His hips are not splitting at all, though. At least I don't hear anything like that. So he is pretty good for a Christmas Homer. He's good. Like, just the way his arms are positioned, it is very good. But, I wouldn't be surprised if problems just started all of a sudden. like much quicker than that everyday Homer. And not just because this is a Christmas one, but also we're a decade later now. You know? A decade ago, that Homer was only 11 years old. Well, now that Homer is 21 years old. Yeah, that's crazy to think about. And this is like 19 years old, because again, this said like 2004 on the box. And the everyday was 2002. I thought this would have been 2003. Like, I was almost positive that's what this was. Maybe it is, and it's just that thing with the Jemmy boxes where they put it on like a year later for whatever reason. I don't know. But yeah, that's Homer. Very nice. Then we got the mini Robo Sapien. So I think he's perfect. The Wowie things never come with batteries included, at least the stuff from the 2000s, which I think I said that already in part 1. So you can see this looks really nice, this plastic, and like nothing is chipped yet because, you know, it had been in that box, no one touched it. So like I think this works perfect, but like it doesn't really walk good, although I think these mini Robo Sapien and mini Robo Sapien V2s like never really they like never exactly walked good on soft or hard surfaces. You have to, I forgot about this, you like push this little button and it makes the claw open, but this button is like a little like something messed up. Sometimes like you push it in and then it kind of gets stuck. I think after pushing it a while it kind of fixes itself. See, like now it's good. Oh, you saw that for a second. I don't know, it's a thing. And then, you know, this side has the same thing, except it's good here. And, whoa. Oh, you probably shouldn't be doing this. I don't know. Do you do this? Can you do this? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, because this top part of the arm doesn't move, but the small part does, and you can just turn that 360. Okay. Oh, you could turn the hand, too, I suppose. So, I mean, I don't really know why the hand would have to turn. It's not really going to make it look any different, I think, but that's something. But hold on. Or does it make it different? No, it doesn't. I don't think that makes it different. Well, oh no, it does, because one of the fingers on this is bigger than the other, so that does make it different. Okay, now it is starting to confuse me. Okay, it's like this, I think. Sorry for putting the camera down like that. So I'll show him walk, but I'm not going to have him walk here because I don't need fuzz getting in these wheels. I'm sure there's a little bit already because I was having him walk like over here before. But he has the shield thing too, like the big one. You'd know about those shield things on mine if you looked at the uploads of them. Those need more views. People never really looked at those videos of my Robo Sapiens. Yeah, I'm being completely, totally serious and real here. Totally nobody, like, at all, like, there's no views on them definitely whatsoever, so they're underrated totally, like, really, so go look at them. Definitely being serious about that. Yeah, I'm joking. Those got a lot of attention. People really liked my old Robo Sapiens, so... You know, when I get the video of this guy out, I guess we're just going to get ourselves, like, thousands of views. It is this guy, though. This has got to be the best of the mini Robo Sapiens. It's got to be. It's just gotta be. Anyway, all the mini Wowie robots are like this though. They just have this little this off-on switch here that you just slide it and turn it on and hold on. There you go. So this is all it does. This is like all the mini Wowie robots from like the 2000s. All they do is this. Their eyes light up and they walk. And like the mini Roboraptor, that just walks. That doesn't even have light up eyes. Yep, that's it. That's what it does. It's simple, but there's with that down. It's simple, but I like it. I had been like moving the like feet before I had tested it, and I like heard a snap here, like a light snap, and I felt like I did something to it, but I don't think I did, because it's moving how it's supposed to be, I think. Although I'm worried now, because like I said, it didn't really walk good on hard surfaces. Did I say that yet? I don't remember. I'm getting tired. It's late. I mean, I haven't put it like on the floor yet, but I had it walk like on the top of my bed. Maybe that wasn't. Maybe it does walk good. It's just it can't do it there, because that was a weird hard surface spot for me to be doing it and testing it, where like it wouldn't really go. I mean, I was testing him from there, which isn't a lot of room for him to walk. But oh, wait a minute, no, I tested him right there. But then again, maybe that's not right. Like right where the rubbing alcohol is, that's where I tested this guy, and yeah, he wouldn't really walk. But again, it might just need to be on a kitchen floor, and then he'll be good. We'll see. But yeah, he didn't come with batteries. He just takes 2 AAAs, and there were none in there, obviously, because he was new in that box. And for a second I thought I didn't go over this, but I did. I know I did. Oh, I don't think I showed that. I don't think I showed the side, though. I think I forgot to show the sides. So there's that. He can still hold stuff. So that's why they got those little buttons there, mainly. It's so that you can put something in its hand and then let go of the button and the hand closes, instead of having to open up the hand this way and do it, which is still pretty easy. But when you open up the fingers here, the button doesn't actually go in, though. That's interesting. I guess, I don't know. I suppose it's interesting. I do feel like I may have messed up this leg here. But, like, I don't think that's going to affect anything. Yeah, I feel bad about making his leg make that little snappy noise. But I think he gonna be A-okay. I hope. I really hope so. Let's just hope it's that way. Come on, let's just have it be that way, please. I hope. Okay. Alright, so now the turtle. And then finally the thing we still haven't even really talked about. So the turtle, it works as you would expect. It is the very normal thing. The twisting works, and the head and arms do not. As usual. It's either that or it doesn't move at all. Which is how When I'm 64 is right now. Yeah. So I think this side, the contact was all good. I know there's blue in there. Those aren't Rayobacks. The All-Max ones, they got some blue on them. See? It's the All-Maxes that are in her. So this side, I don't think there was any corrosion on this one battery. Here it's just the plastic, because again, all the turtles besides Macarena and the Chicken Dance and the prototype purple one, I guess, I'll take 3 batteries. There's Macarena chicken and prototype purple one. They take 4. I mean, I think that the chicken dance one and that prototype one take 4. I would imagine that they would if Macarena is like again gets produced and he takes 4. So yeah, I mean, yeah, the mix, yeah, it's gotta be that way. Now this side, there was some corrosion. It wasn't. It was there was some, but it definitely was not as bad as it wasn't as bad as like that one. Like there was no blue on these two. It still took some cleaning though, but you know, it wasn't too bad. But it's got the all maxes in there now. Corrosions was cleaned up fairly good, I'd say. But I will show it. Just take a look at the side of it and everything. Although I guess I showed that already. Yeah, in person, this is a very nice looking turtle. And I guess I am kind of surprised that I did not buy this when I first saw it get listed, which was probably like in September, I feel like, maybe even earlier than that. For some reason, I feel like it's just been on for a long time. Oh yeah, this has the QC pass. I didn't even really look at this tag on it yet. But yep, that's the QC pass there. Hopefully that'll stay on there. And there's the other tag, which I did see. Funky, gotta get the item number, Funky, the item number, Funky. Yeah, he already has it. The audio on this is very good. Just like being able to see it in person is very good because it just looks very good in person, but it sounds very good in person too. It's a very clear audio. I was thinking that when I first heard it, and then I showed it to my brother, and he said the same thing. So it's got to be true that it's got clear audio, because me and my brother here, we definitely got differences on this Gemmy stuff, but if we're both agreeing that the audio sounds clear on this, then surely it must be. But maybe all the Turtle Dancers audios are really clear because their speakers are always in the split here, so that would make sense. And yeah, you put your ear, not necessarily here because it's too loud, but if you put it right here, where you got the fabric to cover up some of that speaker noise, it sounds really, really nice to listen to it by putting your ear right here. Don't worry, I'm not going to let the foot get dirty. I won't. But I needed my ear there to hear the wonderful recording. Yeah. And look, the reason why I wasn't like buying it was because like for some reason its button pad got some like wear there, which is weird because this is laminated and like I'm feeling it right now, and it is laminated like how these Turtle Dancers always are. So like I don't know how that got that white there. It's so weird. I don't know how. But like that is minor. And like this turtle does not pop on too much, although the Valentine's Monkey Town turtle is, I think, more rare. But this doesn't pop on too much, so like I think eventually I probably would have gotten this. And this wasn't even listed on eBay for too much either. It was only listed on for like $30, including shipping. It was something like that, I feel like. I don't know if you heard that, but that was a burp, so excuse me. But yeah, I don't know. Smile there. I don't know what I was saying exactly about this. I think I said everything, but like uh I don't know. I'm having a hard time remembering. Look at all those things. Whoa. All right. What else was I saying with this? Really though, like, I guess I said everything really. I would have eventually bought this if it had just stayed on there like even longer, probably like after this Christmas, maybe. Then I feel like maybe I would have ended up, you know, just buying it because there's not gonna be any other ones on for a while, and this button is still pretty good, even if it's not as good as like his or his. Or his, but we're not gonna count that. It's a plastic there. Of course, it's gonna stay good unless that plastic yellows from the sun. But it's already yellow. Can't yellow anymore. Yes, it can. It can get dark yellow. It's kind of how his face is. You think that got some sun? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just joking around. But yeah. Quite a turtle here. Quite a turtle indeed. Man, this is gonna end up being an hour long too. That is something. This was zipped out of the box with those batteries, which were completely dead, which I think I said in part 1. But you can still see where that tie was. You know what I mean? I mean you can still see it. I don't know if that ever goes away or not. I don't know. I don't really know. Anyway. Oh, yeah, that was the last thing I was trying to bring up. Not the thing I was saying, what's the thing I was trying to... It's not that. That I already remembered. It was talking about that I would have eventually gotten this. I knew one of these fell out. It landed there. Gotta put that back in. Here we go. Score. I was showing my brother how much was in there, and one of those pieces fell on the floor, and I kept looking around, like, where'd it go? And, well, there we go. I knew it fell out. I wasn't tired back then, 2 hours ago. Now maybe I am, but I wasn't tired back then. No, don't ever say that. Anyway, but the other thing though, the other last thing I was wanting to say was that, and I may have brought it up in part 1. I've been saying that a lot, but I don't remember. I don't remember if it was. This was not one that I had on my list for my brother. He just decided to go for it. I don't think. I mean, Nathaniel was involved a little bit, but my brother was the one that was the one that looked at this first without Nathaniel knowing anything. But I mean that's how it was, right? I'm assuming it was anyway. I don't have that confirmed, but I'm assuming. It's kind of like how Happy Birthday was last year. That was my brother, but he did have to ask Nathaniel about it to make sure on if it would be good or whatever. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Anyway, it's time for you to see this turtle, which sings a Turtle Dancer Valentine's song by Joe. So, here we go. That rhymed. Joe, go. Okay. And now countdown from 10. No, I'm just kidding. Definitely split there, although It did try to move for a second, which when I was testing it a couple hours ago when I was showing my brother, it wasn't doing that. It's like the head is quite up right now, and it just went up more, I think. Yeah, I think it just went up more. So if that would just, like, I don't know. If the head can come back down, that would be good. Oh. I think that's the most I've ever seen it move right there. Moving in kind of a weird way, too. Yeah, the head definitely went down. Hopefully from this video you can hear how clear it sounds too. I mean, you probably won't be able to, but this is a nice quality video that's really long, but I don't think you can just hear Turtle's audio is good on a video than in person. It's just not going to be as good. Gotta see how that sounds in person. But yeah, I'm trying to figure this thing out here. Seeing what can be done here with this turtle. Get any sort of movement out of it. This is my last go at this. I was moving the arms there every time I made the phone camera look weird while I was playing. I was just moving it. It wasn't moving there. That little bit that it moved for like 1 second. That was the most it would ever move. The gear split though. It's not gonna move at all. When this does work perfect though, the movement really fits the song good. Like it really does. It fits really good. This is the best of the Valentine's Turtles, I think. I mean, I think most people agree with that, but I mean, yeah, it's got to be. I mean, this doesn't have as much detail as like the "You Dropped a Bomb on Me" Valentine's Turtle, but like, look at this hair though. I mean, look at it. It's like the Turtle Dancer afro, but it's like a stylized version, if you know what I mean. Like, look, that's like an album cover right there. That is an album cover right there. Wonderful. Wonderful peak. Wonderful. I hope this doesn't stop on me. It shouldn't, because I had gotten back to my point of storage before I did part 1. So it shouldn't stop on me. I still got myself another 30, 40 minutes, which is how long it's going to take on the last thing. No, I'm just kidding. No, it won't. Hampton. So like I was saying when the video stopped on me in part 1, the list that I've already brought up quite a few times in this part 2, that is also really long, but at least it's not as long as part 1. There I go again, talking about part 1s and part 2s. Let's hope no part 3s. Shouldn't be, but it'll happen if this stops on me. Or if something weird happens that interrupts my phone or something, and then, or my phone dies. Oh no, did the low battery thing pop up yet? I don't really remember. I'm just staging that. I thought it'd be funny. It really wasn't. I'm just dragging the video out like I always do. I'm dragging it out right now. I'm dragging this out as I'm talking about it. Yeah, that's not good. Why do I do that? It's gotta end. You know what doesn't have to end, though? This. So, that was kind of cringy. I mean, it's true, but it just sounded kind of cringy. Oh, I had the box sitting on his foot. I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry to something that's not real. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, well, it is real in a sense, but it's like not real. It's not living. It's inanimate, but it's whatever. Okay. For a second there, when I brought my head down and say whatever, you wouldn't even know that I brought my head down when I said whatever. But when I did bring my head down and said whatever, I thought the video stopped on me because my eyes were looking at the button to the right here weird, and I'm a little bit tired. No, not a little bit. I am tired, and it like made it look like, oh, the video stopped. The video hasn't stopped yet. It's still going right now as I'm talking. Anyway, so at the end of part 1, when it stopped on me, I was again bringing up the list that I made for my brother with the 10 things, but technically 11. But that one thing, which was Hampton, I had it on the list as like number 3, and this was in no particular order. It was just 10 things, nothing in the least to most, and the greatest to the least, nothing like that. It was just 10 things in a random order, and technically 11 because of this, because I was putting the things in there, the 10, and I went back to just check Hampton because I know he had listed that day when I found his listing. It had to have been listed the same day. When a Hampton lists, it's gonna sell the same day, right? I mean, surely, unless it's listing like late at night, like right now, for whatever weird reason. Then it'll still be on tomorrow. But well, I would think. Then again, though, no, if I saw it like at this time and it wasn't around Christmas time, I would have bought it. So I guess if I'm doing it, then it could still sell around that time. Anyway, yeah, I went back to check Hampton to make sure it didn't sell, because if it did, I would have to take that off my list and replace it, because I obviously would not know if my brother had bought it or not, so I would still have to replace it just in case, you know? It's like, oh, you're putting 11 on there instead of 10. It was supposed to just be 10. That's what your brother told you. Only do 10 things. He actually did tell me to only do 10 things, but I was all good with that. I mean, I was having a little bit of trouble thinking of 10 things for some reason. Now thinking about it, like, no, there shouldn't have been any trouble with it, but it was just like, I don't know. Then it was just like, 10 things, what am I going to do? But, yeah, Hampton did sell, and obviously I wasn't gonna be trying to look at anything to see who got it, in case my brother didn't, and in case he did. So I just replaced it with I think with another Jimmy item, which I think may have been Homer. I don't really remember though. Because again, I didn't have this on the list. Or it may have been, was it When I'm 64? No, it wasn't When I'm 64. It was something else I replaced it with. I just can't exactly remember what Jemmy item it was. But there was something I replaced Hampton with. Again, it was Jemmy, I'm pretty sure, but I just don't remember exactly. I don't. It's probably 3 now. So that's something. Isn't that nice? 3. Okay, so yesterday was Christmas. I say yesterday now because it's 3 in the morning. 26th now. It's been the 26th for 3 hours. Yesterday morning, right? Yeah, yesterday morning, when we got up, we were opening up our presents in the morning. Later, though. It's like, obviously it was at like 10 when we were doing it. I mean, that's early, but but for some people they do it way earlier. But not me. Not us. For the past 4 years, been doing it at like 10, 11 Central Time. Wow. Isn't that so cool? Christmas, Central Time. Yeah. Anyway, Christmas yesterday morning. There was no small present, so I was starting to think that Hampton would not be in anything. But wait a minute, he was just like he was in the kind of bigger one, but there was just so much wrap around him, but nothing that made him too tight. Great seller there, really great seller. And I might sound sarcastic. I think that's just because I'm tired, though. So don't worry about anything about me sounding sarcastic, because, see, I almost said, like, cartastic or something, but I said sarcastic. See, it's getting hard to say the word sarcastic now, and that's not good. Look at this nice, like, cinematography I got going on with Hampton here. Nice little monologue I'm going on about with old Hampton. Very real, very, very good, very, very everything. That's just good. That's just really good. Yeah, Hampton was in that bigger one, so that was a kind of like a little bit of a surprise. Like I still thought, Hampton could be in one of these bigger ones, but I was on the side that someone else bought Hampton uh, before my brother did, which would have been the main reason to replace Hampton. Even though I'm like also, you know, even if my brother did get it, still you gotta do the replacement because it was just not knowing for sure. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So so that's the whole Hampton thing there. So I don't remember what I replaced Hampton with, but hopefully it was Jemmy. I really feel like it was a Jemmy thing, and it was one I just didn't end up getting. This is like it was this instead. But I have a feeling that my brother bought this before that whole list thing was decided by him. He was the one that wanted me to do a list for him to look at, not me. It's crazy. I have a theory on to why he did that, though. It's because of how much I got him for Christmas. That's why. Like the stuff I was showing at the beginning of this part 2 video. Yeah, I think that's why. Now look at this shot. Good shot. Okay, so Hampton. Yes, Hampton. But first, the 10 things on that list, there were actually 4 other things that, oh, that just reminded me of something. This I should bring up. There were 2 things that my brother had also bought me, but they had just been saying pre-order ever since he bought them in October, and I'm like almost 100% positive that I know what they are. Pomni and Jack's Digital Circus. I don't think I need to say what that is. I'm sure all of you know what it is. I know this is Jemmy community. That's very different from indie animation, but it's Digital Circus. It has over 200 million views. I think all of you have heard of it. So, I don't need to explain that. But Pomni and Jack's plush. They're official. They were made. Glitch made them. That maybe you won't know. Let me just say it. Glitch is the company that worked on the Digital Circus thing with the person that created the idea, Gooseworks. But yeah, I was one of those 2 plushies, and I think that my brother bought them at like the end of October, because I think he actually said that he bought these in like the end of October, and that's what made me think even more so, like, oh yeah, it's definitely Pomni and Jack's. But I guess they were pre-orders then, and now I guess they still are. I don't know, because like I had been checking um the like the Glitch SMG4. Yeah, they're related. It's kind of like the same, some of the same people working with the same things. Creators of SMG4 are the founders of Glitch, but I was checking on their store, and I saw that this was like, I mean, I would every once in a while, like throughout a couple times throughout October, November, and this month, I would just check the plushies, and they had always said pre-order the Pomni and the Jacks. But like it's got to be those 2. I mean, those are definitely the 2 that I'm waiting on. I can't believe I forgot to ask him about that, or I'm shocked that he never brought it up. I just completely forgot about that. Maybe that's because of me only getting the 2 hours, 45 minutes, 3 hours sleep. I don't know, but so see, it is a good thing I started going on with that and Christmas in general and stuff, because then I wouldn't have remembered that, and that was a good thing for me to include in this video. This video might be really long, but it's good that I included that. So, the second I get done with this, I'm gonna go out there and ask him, and he's gonna say it was Pomni and Jack's. I know it. I know it. That's what they were. It was those 2. My brother has everything that I got him, but not me. There's still those 2. Pomni and Jack's. And they are coming. I'm telling you. I'll get done with this and I'll ask him. It's going to be those 2. It's going to be Pomni and Jack's. I know it. It will be. Really, though, I am so shocked that we both, me and him, forgot to bring that up. That's crazy. That's crazy that we did. That's, wow. Unless if he just knew about it and like didn't like think he needed to bring it up, but there's no way. I mean, he would want to reveal what they were today, because Christmas, and he didn't end up doing it because it's past Christmas now. No, that's fine. I'm just gonna ask him when I get done with this, and we'll be all good. And my stomach is making noise because hungry. But I'm also tired, but I think I'm going to have to eat before I sleep. So, you know what that means. I'm going to be up even later. And just have to watch this long thing upload anyway. So, anyway, back to Hampton. There's the item number. Nathaniel, I remember you got to get it. Nathaniel, he already has it. 2000, whatever that says. 2006. Chemi Industries. Yeah. See, now this says 2006, but I feel like the mini hamsters did not go into stores until 2007. Like, were they really in stores in 2006? I mean, that's what Joe keeps saying, but I don't know if that's true. It's Joe. Hampton the Hamster sings and dances to Hamster Dance Song. Yeah, not taking this tag off. And look at that. It's got the little Walmart thing on it still. Walmart. $5.97 was how much this costed. The eBay listing for this was pretty cheap. It was like only $20 or maybe a couple dollars less, but guys, $5.97. That is so cheap. I know this is just like a one motor thing or whatever, but $5.97, man, you'd think at least $10. $5.97. That is like, that's so cheap, man. And I think almost all these mini hamsters were like that price. some were probably $10, but and then he's got the, these tags here. Oh wait, I just showed that already. Wait, no, I was showing the item number from his ear tag, but yeah, I mean that's the same Walmart thing. Well, was it Bentonville, I think? Yeah, Bentonville, Arkansas. See, I memorized that city now because of Jemmy tags. Isn't that something? There's the back of him. I haven't really gone to that yet. I was messing around with his head, trying to position it so much when I was put the batteries in him and was testing him. I was moving that head around like crazy. There's a zip tie there. I didn't really look at that yet, but that's all good. Luckily, I had a feeling he was gonna have batteries in him already, and he'd be working good, and I was right. I opened him up. Old Christmas morning, pushed that button with not my hand, with my pants, I think, and yep, he turned on first press, and he seemed a tiny bit slow, but he was going. That was when his head wasn't in the perfect position, though, but it was really good to see Hampton there, to hear Hampton, have a Hampton again, hear it, see it move. This is childhood item obtained thing right here. It's very nice to hold this guy. He is definitely one of the best of the mini hamsters, that's for sure. A lot of the mini hamsters are pretty cool, but he's definitely one of the best ones. Just in person, he's just very nice to look at. It's an extremely simple design, but it just works though. You take this bow tie off, and I feel like that'd make him look way less good. But with that bow tie on, that's just doing wonders for him. It's doing wonders for Hampton the hamster. Then there's that other version. No, I don't have any problem with that. I was just saying. There's that other version. I just said in a different tone to trick you. Whiskers are all there. If one of those were off, that would have annoyed me. I don't like it when the whiskers are off the hamsters. Sometimes though, I do forget that, when I think of hamsters or mini hamsters, I forget that they basically all have whiskers. A lot of times I forget about that. That's funny. They all do have them though. Every single dancing hamster, besides the rubber ones and the ones from 2012 and up. And then these mini ones, they all have whiskers. I just forget about that sometimes. So, he does his rocking, he does his moving and everything. Look at that button. That button, obviously I paid attention to this in the eBay listing, because if it did not look like this, I would have not put that on the list. Look at that button. That is a very good button. And I am not letting that get bad, because this is the perfect Hampton. You really think it's got some mechanical problem? Do these mechs ever have mechanical problems? No. Yeah, I was thinking, maybe I should, save the surprise for when I test it for you guys. No. These mechs, never, ever, ever split. Ever split. I don't know if I've even ever heard of a mech like this with it splitting. The grandstand item, the camo bear, that wasn't split. Even that, that didn't have any corrosion or anything. That thing was perfect. That was their most perfect, most best conditioned thing. But they had a Hampton too, which sold, I think. I don't remember exactly. Did it sell already? I don't know. No, I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gone again. I'm pretty sure they did sell that. Actually, yes, I know they did. I'm starting to remember now. Imagine this is the grandstand one. Yeah, no, it's not. This button is so good looking, though. I'm never gonna push that with my hand. I'm not gonna let that wear off. I'm not gonna let it wear out. No, I'm not. So with Hampton here, I don't want to do it a bunch of times like I was trying to do with the turtle, although I was trying to get it to move a little bit there. That's why. Gonna do even less activations than when I was with Homer, but then again, he had phrases, so that made sense. It's just gonna be like those two, except I'm gonna do it twice, unlike those two and that, and Mickey. Because Mickey I only did once. Played Mickey about an hour ago. An hour ago, I was sitting right here. Yeah, that's crazy. This is almost as long as part one. That's really crazy. Whatever. I don't care anymore. Before I play him, though, guess what? He had absolutely no corrosion. I took those batteries that were in him, which actually the batteries that were in him, I think they were Duracells. I think those were his store batteries. These mini hamsters never came with boxes. I mean, a big group of them, I think, were put in like one of those big kind of box things for them that like the Walmarts had, but like these never had their individual boxes 100%. They just have these tags. That's how they did it. It's like, you know, they did that with the Get Box Buddies. They did that with the caroling frogs. You know, that's what they do. Well, that's what they were doing with these little small guys. But yeah, I took those Duracells out and no corrosion at all. I think those Duracells said like expired 2012, March 2012. So that makes sense that that makes sense that that was a little bit slow. Like that makes sense. I don't really know where I was going with that. I mean, it makes sense that like they're the store bat. I mean, oh yeah, because that makes sense that because Jemmy always used used Duracells at this time for the store batteries. I know that's a 100% thing. It is. I mean, it's on all these boxes from this time. Okay, well, not this box, but like, I thought that I had that in. Okay, guess it slipped out. I don't know why I'm showing it. I already showed it to you. But like, okay, well, you know how the Frogs boxes are. You can kind of see it back there in the corner. You see the Duracell logo. I mean, Jemmy used Duracell as their battery guys then. And trust me, I'm sure that Joe, well, no, I guess he wouldn't. No, maybe he would remember that Duracell, it was the Duracell batteries. He used it during a lot of those years. But then again, you know, they kept switching that company with batteries over the years, so he probably wouldn't remember. Actually, here, I forgot I had the Livin' La Vida Loca box behind me. See, Duracell. They chose that specifically. More power, more life. Yeah. It's on this too. It's on this dog. See? And you know, actually, I think it's on here too. Wait, is it? No. Okay, I'm not even showing you. No, it's not on here, but oh well. I probably only got about 10 minutes, and this is gonna stop on me though. Whew. Hair on it. Yeah, no corrosion in there. Not a speck, just like when I'm 64, not a speck of corrosion. That's good. Both items, they're fairly small. One's a little smaller than the other one, but they both didn't have a speck of corrosion. One's batteries were low, and the other ones, I mean, were still doing okay. I mean, this is like a year or two newer, but still. I mean, those had to have been the store batteries. They couldn't have been a different thing. Those were definitely the store batteries. It did move fairly quick for store batteries from that long ago, you know? From like 17, 16 years ago. Yeah. Yeah, Hampton is like 17 years old, 16 years old. He's going to be an adult soon, and then he's going to finally be able to do what he wants to do, which is be Hampton. Wow, look at that clean shot. Getting a lot of cool shots for this FrogzMaster special of a Christmas thing. Ooh, my brother's probably wondering why I am still filming. I said it was just going to be a little part 2. This is not a little part 2. This is a very, very long. Okay, but that's it. I got them, you know, I put them all maxes in him, and I tested him, and the only thing I had to do after that was I kept turning his head and turning him on and off, positioning his head till it was perfect. I think the way it is now, it's perfect, but I guess you guys can be the judge of that. I don't know, say it in the comments. But anyway, I'm only playing this twice, so I'm going to play it on the floor here where it doesn't rock, and then I'll just put it in this turtle's box, and it can rock there, and I'll rock the box around. It'll be funny. Maybe the hamster will slide down there. That'd be even funnier. There's like a tiny bit of dust here, but it's fine. It'll come off of here quick. It's not like it's going to be getting on the plush. Okay, I gotta use something to push his button, though. Let's use Fizzarolli. Yeah. Let's see, yeah, just use his foot. Fizzarolli. Foot. Fizzarolli's feet. Yeah, Nathaniel loves that, because he's totally watching this part of the video. He's totally not skipping to the end of this video. He's totally not, like, skimming through this video, jumping to parts. I got the low battery 20% signal, and my heart stopped for half a second there because I thought it brought up the storage is full thing, which it's about to if I don't hurry up with this. So no countdown from 10. I mean, I was joking about doing that with this, but not even gonna do the joke here. We gotta get going. So here we go. Hampton, here you go. We're finally here. No more stalling. Wow, I did not mean to do that on purpose. His button is a little weird like that. What the? Oh, okay. I think that was just the bow tie I felt. See? Again, I didn't mean to do that.
Here we go.
Very, very good. Very, very good item. Just everything about him is peak. I mean, the looks, the song choice, I guess it's just those two things. I don't know. No, like the mechanism, I mean, it just, the mech fits with the song perfectly. Like no other mech would fit as good with this song as this one. I mean, this might be the best mini hamster. I don't know. I mean, when I was young, like, I had a lot of mini hamsters in, like, 2007. You know. All of you know. I guess this one wasn't my favorite then, but then again, like, everything was my favorite then, to be honest. So for a second, I was trying to do it with freaking Fizz's shirt here. I don't know why I would try that. That'd be kind of hard to do with Fizz. Don't you think? Oh, wait. Hold on. Well, let me. Well, it. Oh, okay. It won't let me go into. I was trying to go into the 0.5 thing, but it's not letting me do that. Maybe because it's about to stop on me and say storage is full, so. But, if it stops on me at this point, I'm not going to do a part 3. You don't really have to see this guy a second time rocking around in this box. But you're gonna.
Here we go.
Wow, his head, stopped, it's, dead center, I think. On the camera, it does. In person, I think it... No, I think that's, dead center. Yeah, I really have his head in, the perfect position now, because before, I don't think it was, but it is now. With these mechanisms, you can move the head a lot easier than, the ones where the head moves back and forth or side to side, especially when it's side to side. But yeah, these heads are just easy to do it. You really won't break them, I think. I haven't had that happen yet, and I've turned the heads with this mech with the mini hamsters. I did it quite a bit with the Who Put the Bomb one. Again, I guess that's it, just that one. Right? And then this one. But that Who Put the Bomb, I was turning it around and stuff for a while, trying to get it to be good. Why do I feel like there's another one I was doing that with, though? Was there another one where that has this mech that I have? There can't be. There can't be another one. No, there can't be. No. Anyway, when he was in that boxer and he was going, you could kind of sounded like a Jemmy item audio when it's in the box, and audio sounds kind of different in the store. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. We're all Jemmy collectors, But Hampton. There we go. The video did not stop on me there, so. Well, there you have it. We're finally done. 2 videos, a part 1 and a part 2. They're both an hour and a half long. Although this one is at least a minute shorter than that one, but they both don't have the intros or outros. So, if it would just focus, there is all the Christmas things for, the year of 2023. And so it is time we say goodbye. So I say goodbye to all of you. And Fizzeroli says goodbye to all of you. But he would also like to say goodbye and peace to someone else. So first I'm going to say my goodbye and peace to all of you. And then Fizz will say goodbye and peace to a certain someone. So let me say my thing, and then I'll go, and then Fizz will say his thing, and then he'll go, and then the video will end. Let's do this before the thing stops on me. I think it's about to do it, and we don't want it to stop on the video before we do this thing. Okay. Goodbye, guys. Merry Christmas. I had to add that in there, even though it's not Christmas anymore. Okay. Goodbye, guys. Peace. Goodbye, guys. Peace. But also, wait. Goodbye, Funky. Peace, Funky. Goodbye, Funky. Peace.